What up, YouTube family? Well, I'm just going live tonight. I'm a little bored here at home. I got my COVID shot today, so I'm kind of tired. I really don't feel like doing much today, but I wanted just to start off this live stream just with a little introduction of myself. Thank you to everybody who joined me. My name is Ashley. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I wanted this to be like an introduction live stream. I really am not good at making these live streams. As you can see, my house is a mess. So please bear with me. I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing, okay? I wanted to, again, my name is Ashley, and my channel is really meant for single women and single men. For anybody, of course, but my main focus is going to be people who are single, who are abstinent, who are participating in waiting until marriage, which is what I'm doing now. And it's going to be kind of aimed toward faith. Not to say anybody else can't really be involved in this live stream, of course, but you know, that is kind of my focus. So this will not be a huge, long live stream. This is just going to be really short. It's just going to kind of be to the point. Excuse me, I have to take my glasses off. Eyes kind of greasy. But anyways, I really, again, I just felt and I feel currently like it's really important, you know. I feel as a single woman, you know, there's so much pressure on us to submit to whatever standards that everybody else has set. And the other standard is, you know, if we don't follow the initial standard, then we get put into the opposite side of the spectrum in that we aren't good enough, or, you know, that nobody will want us. And let's just be real, since my topic mainly on this channel is going to be about waiting until marriage to have sex, you know, that's a whole different conversation in itself. I am not going to go too far and too deep right now. Thank you to all who just joined me. My name is Ashley, for those of you who don't know me. But yes, so a lot of my content on my channel will be on abstinence and just waiting until marriage, and just as a single woman, you know, how we can grow, you know, how we can do better, and just how we can be our best selves. I mean, you know, singleness and being a single woman is not a curse. It's really not a curse. And it takes time. I mean, it's even taking time for me now. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. No person in the whole wide world who's single has a perfect singleness journey. It just really depends on what we want to put into it and just what we kind of invest in it. So I feel like it's really important to voice as a single woman and as a single woman of color too, because that's a whole different conversation. But I really feel like it's important to have our voice out there and just kind of inspire other women and other men who are single that, again, being single is not a curse. It's actually a blessing. And if you guys stick around for this live stream, you know, maybe we can just kind of chat back and forth. I don't want to just blabber on all night. If you're here, feel free to chat with me. I will respond. I have nothing else to do, I promise you. So let's see who we got tonight. Excuse me, I gotta put my little nerdy glasses on. Can't see nothing. Excuse me. All right, so if you're here, just feel free to chat. Send me a little message so we can kind of talk. But I do appreciate anybody who's on this channel now and who's watching me. I do appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. I'm very new to kind of doing this YouTube formally. I don't do it full time because I do have school, and I do occasionally do other things. So, and I do go to church, so I'm kind of busy. So I'm kind of trying to make more time to do live streams. So this is kind of my first like big one, and I just started today. As you can see, I don't have a lot of subscribers, all right? That is not my goal. My goal is not just for people to watch my channel. Yes, that would be nice, but I want my channel to be quality. I want it just to be raw and unfiltered. For example, right now, I'm just in my house clothes. You know, I could have dressed up and did all this stuff, but I really just, I didn't want to be pretentious doing my live stream. I just kind of wanted just to be here myself and just be raw and just be organic. So if you're here, feel free to send me a chat. Let's see. I think we do have one or two people in here. Let's see. think we have 1 or 2 people in here. Regardless, I will keep going. So my journey for being a woman of abstinence, I mean, it's been a journey for a few years now. Not that I have been abstinent for a few years, but the beginning of this journey for me has taken a long time. You know, I just felt like I was in a place of, I was just really sad. I was spiritually and mentally and physically, I just got to a place I was absolutely 100%, I was just done. I just felt like, you know, sexually, I was putting myself out there so much that I was just empty. And that is a place I would not even wish on my worst enemy to be in. No one should have to feel like they're empty. And I know it sounds intense. That's just how I talk. So for those of you who don't know me, please understand that what I say is just going to be straight off the gun. Like literally, it goes to my brain and my mouth. I don't pretend. I just say what it is. So I'm going to be very honest. But it is a very empty place. And that is really what propelled me, you know, in my journey. And, you know, I attribute a lot of my growth and where I'm at as a woman and as a single woman. I attribute it to God, truthfully. I attribute it to God because if it weren't for God's grace and mercy in my life, I simply would not I would not be here. I would not be here at this computer on this live stream. I just wouldn't. And I'm happy to say that. So for those of you who are watching, or maybe you're going to watch this later on, you know, whatever the case is, please understand you are not alone in this journey. I promise you that there are more women out there that are going through this journey than you realize. There are way more women who are single and who are waiting than people understand and realize. We are not the minority, but in the broader sense, we are the majority of women out there. Being an abstinent single woman in 2021, it is literally the hardest thing in the world. Let's just start by saying that. It is not easy. And to be honest, I mean, as a person, as a woman, to whoever's watching, it is not an easy journey. And I will never say that because I would be lying to you. It's not going to be easy. But I really just hope with this live stream and just my channel in general, I hope that I can just kind of bring awareness and just kind of have an honest conversation about being single and just about being okay with it. There are so many blessings in being single. Our world and our society has made being single sound like it's a curse. Like if you're single, oh man, you're single. That's horrible. Oh goodness gracious. You know, our world has just created this whole meaning of if you're single, then it's just, oh, there's something wrong with you. You know, and one thing I've had to learn too, especially when it comes to other women or men even who are single, is that you never know their journey. So when someone tells us that they're single, you know, our mindset should be not to just immediately think that they're miserable. Because a lot of people who are single, the majority are not miserable. And actually, if you look at some of the statistics, and I'm not going to pull it up right now because I'm kind of doing this, but if you look at just some of the statistics on, you know, people who are single, and this goes for more women than it is single men, of course, most are very happy with themselves. So we, you know, as a society and as women, we definitely have to kind of shift the narrative and just make people realize that it's not the worst thing in the world, and a lot of people are enjoying it. So that is my ultimate goal for this channel. Even though I have very little subscribers, I maybe have 21, maybe 22 subscribers. Like I'm very, very new to YouTube. So, and like I said earlier, you can see my house is just my house. You know, I don't have a huge fancy backdrop, and I'm in my house clothes right now because I wanted just to come on here as raw as possible for my first time kind of doing this. So as I continue on this channel, I will be I will kind of step my game up. I promise. I will get a new camera and I will get a backdrop and I'll do whatever I have to do. But I thought it was just kind of fair and kind of honest if, you know, I came on this live stream and it was just very real. So I'm going to actually do something now. I'm going to post a link in the comments. Let me type it. Okay. I'm going to post a link. You can go to this link if you want. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. I can type. I can't type with these nails on. Good night. I'll type it right. All right. Let me see if I can pin it too. Pin. Perfect. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, again, this is just up to you, and if this is something that either you were interested in or you know someone who is interested, I am also a life coach. I am currently kind of focusing on youth, and I am also a veteran, so I do coach for veterans as well, and I do focus on abstinence. If you go to my webpage, you will see my hours and availability. I promise you that I respond almost right away. I have my email on my phone, and as soon as I get an email, I'm responding. I'm very responsive, and I'm quick to respond. The only times that I won't respond is if for some reason, like, I'm busy and like I'm literally driving somewhere, or I got an emergency, or I'm going to school. Those are the only times I will not pick up my phone. If you go to my page, you will see my hours, and you will just see kind of a bio about myself. I don't want to go too far in depth on my biography right now. Hopefully if more people join us, I'll kind of just give a little more about myself. But please check out my website, and if life coaching is something that you're interested in, I am more than happy to connect with you. But just make sure when you go to my website, because you will see my availability and my days, please send me an email, and I won't put that in the comments because I feel like that's kind of too much, but go to my website, you will see my email, and just feel free, even if it's just to talk or just ask questions, whatever you need in terms of support, I'm here. I will warn you, if I get an email and it's some negative material, please understand I will block. My block button is strong. So I will block. I will press that block and report really fast for any negative Nancy's out there. This channel is just pure, raw, organic, positive energy. That is my goal. I want to create a positive environment, a non-judgmental environment for people just to have an open conversation about sex and abstinence and being single, because really most people, you ask them about it and it's kind of a taboo topic. It's not really talked about very much. Most people don't really want to talk about it. They get kind of nervous. So it is a very touchy subject, but not on my channel. If you are new and you are watching this live stream for the first time, I will go over kind of my schedule. So on Sundays, I do my Soul Sundays, and that is for those who are also in Christian faith like myself. So if you follow faith like I do, Soul Sundays is where I go over my devotionals. I'm not forcing anyone. Please understand, I'm not going to shove anything down your throats. This is only optional. So Soul Sundays are optional. But Thursdays are kind of my fun days for me. Soul Sundays are fun too, but Thursdays are more kind of my fun day. So every Thursday, I kind of have a new topic and something fun to talk about. And as I continue on this channel, I will be doing more live streams. I will be uploading more videos, hopefully in the future. So that will be something in the future I'll kind of focus on. I think this is actually kind of the first video I've had in a long time that's kind of long. It's like, what, 13 minutes so far? I am a little nervous because I really haven't been on here for this long in a long time. So this is kind of new to me. But yes, as I continue to grow my fan base, or, whoever watches me, whatever support I can get, I will take it. Regardless, I will kind of continue to keep stepping up my game in terms of my content. So expect more content, more diverse content, and longer content. I took a 6-month hiatus away from social media just to kind of get myself together. I wanted just to focus on my faith. I wanted to focus on myself. I wanted to focus on me as a single woman. I needed to get away from all kinds of toxicity and negativity, and I really just I needed just to get away for literally 6 months. It literally came down to it being 6 whole months, And that was kind of a shock to me because I didn't really think that it was that bad. But yes, 6 months. That was pretty long. So I'm glad I'm back on social media. It actually was something that I kind of learned not to really miss that much, to be honest. I do enjoy making videos for people to watch, but it wasn't something that I felt was so important that I missed it, and I like broke down and cried because I missed it so much. Sorry, hold on. It's hot. Legs is burning. Let's see. Alrighty. All right, so let's just talk about life coaching. I know that as a woman, I am one of many, many, many life coaches. I know that there are thousands and thousands of life coaches out there, and I totally understand that because, again, I'm only one of many life coaches out there. There aren't a whole lot of life coaches out there. I mean, there are a lot of life coaches out there, but I'm only myself, so I can only speak on my experience. I can't speak on everyone else's. Excuse me for 1 second, y'all. I am just going to do something here. Let's see. I was thinking about putting my email in the description. I might just do that later. I was going to post it in the comments, but I feel like it would be better to post it in the description. I don't want a whole bunch of crazy random people messaging me. Speaking of random people, I have been getting a lot of random spammers on my comments. And I don't know if anyone else gets these comments. I know that I do. And it's making me mad. It's making me mad just because I'm thinking that there's somebody actually commenting and then it ends up being a spam bot. Whatever those are called. Spam bots or bots. I get a lot of spammers that are on my comments, and it happens literally every single video. Like every single video, I get a spam comment. So I'm on a rampage. I'm trying to block again. That's what I've been doing the last 2 days. Let's see here. One thing that I want to try, that I think I'm just going to actually just kind of open up now, is one thing that I want to do is I want to open up my email, just my email. Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about email. Why don't I just put it in the comments? Because I'm talking about it. Let's see. Okay. Can I pin this one too, or is it going to... No, I'm not going to pin this one. So I posted my email in the comments, and you should find it right under the mymentor.life comment. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything in regards to abstinence or dating or self-love that you guys want me to talk about, I'm more than happy to talk about it. I would not mind it at all. In fact, I would actually encourage it, because that would actually help me a lot. And that would actually help anybody else who's watching this content as well. Let's get me back out of my chat. Okay. I'm going to stay on just for a little bit longer to see if anyone else comes to this live stream here. I was actually really surprised that I could actually do live, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which is what YouTube requires. But I actually only got a webcam now, so I can do it straight from my webcam, which is really helpful. So it's super exciting to be able to do something like that. I was really upset when I found out that I couldn't do it through YouTube. I got to do it through my webcam. But I mean, this webcam is expensive, so it's worth it. It better be worth it, not for the price of this. Let me tell you, this webcam, I made sure I got it delivered the next day. So today is the first day I'm using it. And it's actually really nice. The picture is a little blurry, but It's not that bad. Let's see who else. All right, everybody. Well, it looks like I'm kind of just still talking to myself. That's all right. I'll just keep talking. I figure I'll just kind of keep talking on here and just kind of keep talking about what my goal is for this channel. I have to be honest. I'm not a perfect human being, so I'm just myself, and I am here by the grace of God. That is the only reason I'm able to really be here and, you know, do what I do and talk about what I talk about. I'm one of many that are going through the same journey. So please understand that when I talk like this, it's coming from my own experience. I'm not talking from the general masses. I may sometimes talk about things from the general masses, but most of the time I'm just going to be talking about my own experience. Again, I can only go based off of that. And also on this channel, I also want to let everybody know who watches this channel, please understand that it's going to come from a non-judgmental place. This is not a place where I'm going to sit here and judge people. This is not a place where I'm going to condemn. That is not my goal. This is an open conversation, and I'm just kind of, again, new to YouTube, so I got a lot to learn. This is my first long live stream that I'm doing. So even as I'm doing this live stream, I'm kind of learning a little bit about YouTube and everything like that. So I'm not perfect, as you can see. Most YouTubers are real fancy, and they got fancy backdrops and fancy cameras and fancy microphones. And I got a webcam, so that's what I'm going to work with. Believe it or not, this is going to make me sound old. I'm not old, that old. But this actually, I had to actually kind of watch some YouTube videos on like how to set up my channel, like how to do like a banner and the subscribe button like on the bottom of the video and the watermark, and like I had to look that up. I had to look that totally up. So I am totally new to this game, this YouTube. My goal is hopefully to do it. I'm going to try to do lives like maybe twice a week if I can do it. I have plenty of time to do a live. I'm not worried about when I could do it. It's just really a matter of me actually doing it. So for those who are watching, I pray just please just be patient with me. Be patient with me and just hang with me. Again, I'm totally new to this YouTube thing. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm not an expert. There are a lot of other YouTubers out there who are way more advanced than I am. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I got my COVID vaccine today. Oh, that's another thing I kind of wanted to bring up. Not that I want to get political, of course, but man, this COVID vaccine just killed me today. I got my first dose today, and I know I should be getting my second here in a few weeks, so in 3 weeks. I am so tired. I am like, I want to go to sleep. I took a nap, and I woke up, and I was still kind of out of it. Like, I'm a little bit better now than I was earlier. But man, I took a 2-hour nap when I got home. I had my vaccine around like 8:30 this morning. And, you know, thankfully I had no side effects. I had no adverse reaction to it other than just me being extremely tired. I was extremely tired, and I just came home and slept. My arm is killing me. And I ended up being really hungry, which that could have just been a side effect of me taking a nap for 3 or 4 hours and then waking up. Did I sleep for 3 or 4 hours? No. I slept for like 2 hours, I think. Regardless, I didn't eat a lot today, so I woke up like starving. So I feel a little bit better now. Feel a little bit more alert. I don't know if anyone else who got the vaccine feels the same way that I do, but I just felt so out of it. Like mentally, I couldn't even form a sentence. Like I've heard people, they get nausea and chills and like diarrhea, you know, because they're going through cold symptoms. But for me, it was more or less mental. For me, I was like, I can't even figure out what What? See, not 8 plus 2. 1 plus 1 is, see, that's what I'm saying. So for anybody who's going to get the vaccine, not the Johnson & Johnson one, well, maybe that one. I just know I got the Pfizer one. But for anybody who's getting the 2-shot series, please be prepared for some this very mild side effects. Let me just state that. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm not here to promote officially anything. But mild side effects, from what I have read, are very normal. So if you're debating on getting the vaccine or not, some side effects, like flu-like side effects, are normal. If you go to the cdc.gov or, World Health Organization, you'll see that it's extremely normal to feel a little sick. I mean, from what I've read, that means that your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you're supposed to be feeling a little sick, and it goes away within a few days. So it's not like it's going to last forever. It'll last, maybe a day or 2 or maybe 3, and then you'll feel back to normal for the most part. Okay, let's see. Man, there's nobody on here still. Well, it's okay. I'm going to do this live stream anyway. Let's see, I'm going to actually type something else too. Let's see if I can type this in the comments. Oh, there's one more thing. This is not a small thing either. This is a pretty major thing. For anybody who is interested in any proofreading, I do proofreading on the side, and I do editing. I will post my website here as well. Again, this is not me advertising. This is just me putting it out there for anybody who needs it. I do proofreading for resumes and like small reading or writing assignments. So I can do that. It's $35, I believe, per item. And there is a 48-hour turnaround. So it'll take me a couple of days to go through your material, to proofread it, and to make edits. But if you are interested, or if you just are curious about what the website looks like, I'll just post the website anyway in the comments. Where it's unleashed. Okay. So this is my official domain. So wordsunleashed.com is my official domain. I have not been on there in a while, y'all, to edit the website. So I got to go on this website and I got to fix it. I got to go in, and I think I need to renew my domain. So please, if anybody's watching this and you try to go to the website and it's not up, that's my fault. I am in the process of getting this fixed. The mymentor.life is up and running. So that one is accurate except for the availability. The only workaround to my life coaching schedule is if you go to my website and book, just book whatever time, and then just message me for now. Just continue to send me a message. Once you book, I get a notification with your email, and I will contact you and see what time works for you. My schedule is very flexible. So if you go on there for now and just click whatever time you can find for at least the next 24 hours, I will work around your schedule, and I will schedule based around what your needs will be. Again, I'm still kind of coming back up on social media, so it's going to be a little bit of a process getting back up again. That's okay. No one's perfect, and it's not a perfect process getting on social media. It is difficult. I didn't realize how hard it would be actually getting back on social media again. Now, I'm still not on Instagram, not back on Instagram. I should go back on there, actually. But YouTube is kind of my first place that I want to go back to kind of get back into the routine of things, getting videos out there again. Just trying to get my name out there and just advertise. I'm not expecting anything super serious to happen right now. I mean, considering that I only have like 21 subscribers, that's 21 better than nothing. And that's 21 people who might be blessed from something that I said or posted. So that is okay with me. Well, I think I'm going to probably stay on here for maybe about 5 minutes. And at that point, I will go ahead and kind of end this video. I'm not really getting any visitors. That's all right. All right, let's see. What is the date today? The 1st? Oh, it's April Fools! I just realized that. It's April Fools. I totally forgot. My brain, y'all, when I tell you my brain went in this way today and it came out this way and just fell out my ears today after my shot, that's exactly what happened. I'm not saying that's how it's going to be for every person who gets this vaccine. It's not like that for everybody. It's just me. I think I kind of underestimated what I was going to feel today. Whew. Not that I'm being paid to promote. Not being paid to promote. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to take clout from somebody else. I'm not here to take attention or do anything like that. But there are some great YouTube channels out there for single women specifically and single men, but it's built more for single women. But if any of you are interested in, or if you already know, Tony Gaskins is literally the best YouTuber I know. I don't watch many other people on YouTube. I watch The Beat as well at the Christian channel, and then I watch Tony Gaskins. Tony Gaskins, y'all, is the realest out there. Please check out his videos, subscribe, do whatever you can. I would never lead my babies astray on my YouTube. I would never lead them astray. So I would never lead people to a YouTube channel that wasn't going to be good. He went up. Oh, man, he had like 293 subscribers. No, it was less than that. I think when I first started listening to him, he had like 215, and now he's got like 323. Like, he's went up a lot in the last year. So please, for all of you who watch this live stream, please go check out Tony Gaskins. Just go ahead and just check out even just one of his videos. He is super heavy on relationships. Now, I can't do relationships because I haven't been in one for a long time. And I haven't had many relationships. So relationship, that is not my area of expertise. Marriage, not even the closest. So for anybody who's watching this and you guys are hoping that you guys maybe get some marriage help, and I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not married, nor have I ever been married. I've been single. I know how to be single and be a single woman. So that is where I'm going to stay in my lane. Tony Gaskins, though, man, I've been watching him for over a year, and I have just changed my way of thinking, and I feel like God has used him so much in his material. He has just prospered. He has just blown up. So, okay. Well, I got a couple more minutes. I'm going to stay on here and just kind of do my outro. Well, for those of you who were with me or just watched this after I posted it, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and, you know, even just being willing to check out my channel. It really means just a lot that you were willing to stay here and even get to this point. I mean, you spent 33 minutes watching me basically talk to myself. Not basically, just talking to myself. And there were no people on this live, so I literally just kind of winged it this time. Please share this video. You know, if you don't want to, no problem, but it would be greatly appreciated. If I got to do another live stream talking to myself, then I will talk to myself. I can do that very well. I do not mind doing that. But next time you guys see me, I will try to do one. Let's see, today is Thursday. Let's see, I might do one like Sunday. I might do one Sunday. Sunday's Easter Sunday. That's right, I could do a live on Easter. So that's the plan. On Sunday, I will post a live. I have a church service to attend on Sunday, so I will not be available until Sunday night. So do not expect any videos or any content until Sunday night. Also, before I go, because I totally forgot to mention this earlier, I do have a podcast. My podcast is called Worth Unleashed on Anchor. It is available on every platform. So Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, of course, Spotify. There's a few other ones too. Periscope. Every music platform is going to be on there. So I will type in the comments, hello to who just joined me. I appreciate it. Ah, D, it's you. You caught me right before I was about to leave. I was about to leave. Oh, I'm so happy somebody showed up today. How are you, D? What's going on with you, girl? I'm all right. I was just talking about my COVID vaccine. I got that first dose today. It done just killed me today. It killed me. I was out for like 2 hours, just knocked. I was so out of it when I woke up. I feel like now I'm kind of just getting back to it. Good, we watch. Oh, that would be nice. That would be really nice. And I did watch your recent video with Tony. I think it was Tony and Sherry. So I'll have to go in and I love your videos, by the way. They make me laugh. Oh, we work at a vaccination site. Take Tylenol, drink a lot of water. Water helped me a lot. I was really dehydrated. I think that might be why I felt so bad. But that nap definitely helps. I feel like I'm kind of coming back to my senses a little and I feel more alert. So, and eating. I think eating kind of helped me too a little bit. But it's been, I think the last time we talked, I mean, let's see, I subscribed to you like last September or August. And I think that was kind of the last time we talked. So it's been a while. So I'm kind of glad to hear from you, D. I am glad. Your videos are so awesome. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I just am not that creative, to be honest. I'm not creative at all. So it would be so hard for me to do what you do on those videos, girl. I just could not. Not at all. Oh, I'm going to be honest. I don't really feel like my videos are that good. Like, I'm just starting out on YouTube. So I'm like really, really new to this whole social media. And I'm just trying to just get out there. Like, I'm not reaching for clout and I'm not reaching for subscribers and likes. Like 21 subscribers, I'm okay with that. But it's really difficult to get your name out there. Yes, please post a tutorial tomorrow. I will watch it. I will do whatever I can. Again, I wasn't born with the like creative streak. I can write well and I could do poetry and stuff like that. But you know, in terms of that, yeah, I'll have to watch that tutorial tomorrow. I remember him saying that. I think he mentioned when he first started, he had like 32 subscribers, something like that. He was like maybe 40 subscribers when he started, and now he's up at like what, 325 subscribers now almost. Like he killed it, but it also takes a while too. I just have to give it some time. You know, it's not an overnight process, and you know, nobody who wants to be on social media, I mean, there are financial ways to put your name out there and to get your name out there, but I don't have that kind of money. I might pay a little bit, but a lot of these major YouTubers, I mean, they're paying like thousands of dollars to advertise their name. I just don't have that kind of money. So, I mean, if you're in a position where you don't have a lot of money, I mean, you don't really have a choice. It worked for me and it's free. Okay. Well, maybe I'm going to ask for a small favor, and I don't know if you have time. Do you mind just sending me an email? That way we can kind of connect. Just just in general, just to communicate with each other. I put my email in the comments. I really don't even know if it's showing. I think it is. But just send me an email, and I'll send you an email back, and we can just kind of connect. Yes, please, 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 please. Okay, it's mushy time. So your videos, like there have been days where I just needed to laugh. And I just love your videos, D. I really do. They are so funny. Man, what was that video? I think it was the one with the phone. Oh no, the purse headphones. When he gets the purse, oh my gosh, that video had me crying. I was crying. I'm not talking about like little crying. I'm talking boohoo crying because I was laughing so hard. I am on Instagram, but I took like a 6-month break off of like Instagram and social media, so I have to go back on there. I do have an Instagram. What is your Instagram? Because maybe I can find you on there. Actually, I just thought, man, I actually set my IG up to be deleted. Because I had a lot of like scam people on my Instagram, and they were just sending me all kinds of weird, nasty messages. So I had to deactivate it. So when I make a new one, which should be here soon, I will definitely reach out to you on there. I feel like I'm coming out from under a rock. What is that? E-N? I might, you know what? I'm not going to try. Let me get a pen. Because I'm going to be ridiculous trying to pronounce your name like that. Okay? We'll just write your name down. At ENYLEINAD. You know, it's ironic because I did really well in high school with like writing, but you tell me to pronounce somebody's name, forget it. Forget it. I just forget it. I can't do it. Well, hello to whoever just joined us and they just left us. There was like one person who like popped in and left. Sorry. Oh man. So have you this is just an off the grid question. Like this is nothing related to anything on my channel. Do you watch Tony's videos every day? I don't know. Lately I've had to take a break. Not because it's a lot, but hello, Money Mark. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name is Ashley. Thank you so much for joining my podcast. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes. All right. We got 2 people here with me today. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I guess not. Oh. But, yes, D, do you watch Tony's videos every day? I haven't watched his videos regularly. I feel like it's just heavy sometimes, you know, so I gotta kind of like mentally take a little break. I watch 3 to 4 back-to-back while I'm on the break or driving. Yeah, 3 or 4 videos will get you at like almost 2 hours, depending. That's a lot. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back, Mark. Me and my good friend here, we're just chatting. We were talking about another YouTuber that we both have in common named Tony Gaskins. So, Mark, if you have the chance and if you're interested, go check him out. I would do the same. D, I would actually put, sometimes I would like put his videos in my queue, and then I would go ahead and just watch him just back to back. Just listen to everything he was saying. 3 hours. I would drive from New York to New Jersey weekly. Oh, that's a long drive. Yikes. I went to the East Coast once. Actually, I went there a few times. I can't even say boyfriend because it was so bad. I don't even call it a relationship. It was like a pretend situationship. I'm on the West Coast, so I was dating somebody in Maryland, and my little butt would fly from Cali, which is where I live, to Maryland to see this man. I'm not gonna man bash on here, but man, he hates. Look, I have to give it to the East Coast on y'all seafood. Woo! That seafood was killing me when I was over there. Woo! I had Pappas. Pappas was the restaurant I had over there. Man, y'all seafood on the East Coast though. Man, y'all be killing me with that seafood. I didn't want to go home. D. Good night. I was like, man, I would come home. I'd want to go back just for the seafood. For real. I was like in love. Woo! Yep. Oh, me too. Yes. Oh, yes. Long distance relationships are so hard, girl. 3 hours too? Man, that's a long drive. I think the only people that like I would ever drive that long is like for family or like a job. Like if you have a job or like a family, yes. But yes, that seafood. I don't know if you know that place called Pappas. I don't know if Pappas is like a Maryland place. I know it's a East Coast place. I don't know if it's in like New York or New Jersey. But Pappas has these crab cakes. Woo! Let me tell you, I'm going to get like this. Crab cakes were this big. They were so good. And I would be knocked. They were so packed full of it was just full of filler and lots of Old Bay seasoning. And here on the West Coast, I'm used to eating chicken, like chicken tacos. Like I'm used to eating taco meat, basically. But I don't know. It was just a lot of food. Trying to eat those crab cakes, and then I would have I don't know. And shrimp. I would eat a ton of shrimp over there, and I would drown it with Old Bay. So I might, for the sake of the seafood, have to go back over there and give me some. No vegetarian things. I didn't try anything vegetarian. Oh, if you're talking about me here, I'm not vegetarian. I recently started eating dairy and gluten-free, except for today. I kind of binged on pizza today. But, yeah, just if you have any places that I can maybe order some seafood from, I'll gladly take any suggestions. It is so hot. My heater is blowing. Hold on. My leg's about to burn off. I'm trying to get myself organized. Yes, at the West Coast, my professor told me vegan, vegetarian spots are huge. There are. It's really big in LA. That's a big Los Angeles lifestyle. I live in I'll just say it because it's just you and me, but I live in the San Diego area. I won't say where, but I live in the San Diego area. So down here, it's mainly Mexican food, which is not vegetarian. But if you drive up north to LA, big time vegetarian spots up there. They have a lot of like tofu cafes and vegetarian cafes. It's a huge, it's kind of like a economy up here. I actually had tofu for the first time. What was it, a few weeks ago? I actually didn't mind it. I order my food through a website called Thistle, and they sent me some like tofu, like chiaquiles, like tofu and egg meal with some lettuce. It was actually pretty good. I was actually really impressed. So, do you eat vegetarian food? Oh, it's okay. if you gotta go, I'll be here for a little bit. As long as I have somebody to talk to, girl, I can be here all night. I am all right. I got your email. Perfect. So I will definitely send you an email for sure. And it's going to come from my coaching one. So if you see Coach Ashley B, then I will, that's me. That's me on there. Yeah, vegan food's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think there's kind of a bad rep, like when it comes to vegan food. So I guess I'll just kind of tell you, since it's just me and you. But, you know, my goal with this channel is just to kind of open up a conversation about abstinence and being single and waiting until marriage. That's only because that's just my current experience. And that's just where I feel like, you know, we can have an open conversation about it. I'm not perfect. And my one biggest fear with this YouTube channel is I don't want people to feel like I'm like judging or condemning. You know, my whole goal with this channel is just to open up a very honest platform, just keep it real on here. Just be honest about abstinence and self-love and self-growth as women and women in the church too. You know, it's important for us to really stick together and for us to really prosper. But it takes a team effort. You know, the more we keep pinning each other on ourselves as women, I don't think this, and I say it's a revolution because it's happening so often. The only way that we're really going to prosper as women is if we have an open platform like this together, and it's going to happen in like mass groups. I mentioned earlier that, you know, people in society and in the world, they make being single like a curse. They make it seem like when you say you're single, oh my gosh, what? You're single? That must be miserable. And that's absolutely not true at all. Oh my gosh, yes. Speaking of videos, if sharing my video would be something you're interested in, I will actually, and I don't know if both videos and books would be something you're interested in, but I would be more than happy to reach out to you and send you some recommendations that have really changed my life. And I would be more than happy and glad to share books and videos. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Dee. See, you show me so much love. You show me so much love. I'm blushing. You can't tell because I'm hot. So my whole face is red, but I am blushing. I'm blushing. But like, I started a series, I think when I was first starting on YouTube, and I was starting a series on abstinence, and I just kind of stopped. You know, I was just kind of stressed out. So I kind of stopped YouTube for a while and social media. So I want to get back on that again. And I am considering making maybe like a seminar type video on Zoom. And then, you know, that way it can be sent to people in mass. So that's something I think I can do for you. And I'll post it on YouTube as well. But if your plan is to share it to the church, then I think I can probably do a Zoom seminar. That way it's easier to watch and it's more accessible. And I don't think you really need to go on YouTube. I think with the Zoom type format, you can just go on Zoom and watch it. A lot of my professors do that. They have like a seminar, like they'll record it and then they'll say their lecture and then they'll wait till afterwards for any feedback. So I can definitely do that for you. And if you want, I'll be more than happy to give you a shout out or support you. If I can support you in any way, Dee, let me know, please. I am more than happy to help you out too. That's the least I could do for you making these videos that make me just boohoo crying because they're so funny. The least I could do is help you out and share one of your videos, or multiple, whatever I can do. So I just have a personal question, because it's just me and you here. So what is your perspective on abstinence? Okay. Share a video to the women's ministry. Okay. I will gladly do that for you and your women's ministry. I will do it for you. I will need at least 24 hours. You know, I need to kind of organize what I'm going to say first. So if you can email me and just let me know at least a day in advance when you want to share it, then I'll make the video for you. I'm actually trying to start a singles ministry at my church, because we don't have a singles group. There are no single life groups at my church at all. For 2 years. That is awesome. Wow. I am impressed. I am very humbled by that. That takes a lot of dedication. That takes a lot of strength. That takes a lot of growth and intense self-love to go for such a long time, you know, being abstinent. But has it brought challenges to you dating wise? You know, especially in 2021 when 0.01% of people want to wait till marriage. You know, I could imagine, I mean, for myself as well, because I'm abstinent too. I've been abstinent for 5 months, going on 5 months now. So it hasn't been as long as 2 years, but I was actually started my journey in July of last year, and I slipped up. Just being honest, I slipped up November last year, and now I kind of like restarted. So 2 years is awesome. I really admire that. You know, being abstinent has been a blessing, I think, more than it's been a hindrance. I think when you've been abstinent, especially like you told me, 2 years, that really just cuts out so many people that are trying to hit on you and to date you for the wrong reasons. Yes. You know, recently, you know, I just had a moment. I had a moment with God. I just had to pray and I had to just be okay with that moment, you know, and just expressing that, you know, it's okay to get those weak points out and just say, God, I'm lonely. I'm lonely. I'm hurt. You know, I'm not feeling good today. This is not a good day for me. And that is what propels us in this journey. And, you know, if this is any consolation, I will promise you this. Those same people who decided to question you and test you, I am reminded that when those things happen to women, especially women of Christ, they will be tested. They cannot mock a woman of Christ, a daughter of Christ, and not pay a sort of price for that. So, and not to say it's going to be revenge, but, you know, at the end of the day, women like you and me, we're winning here. We're winning here. So you went to God about it, then that's all you need to do. And it's between you and God. That's it. And that's all who it has to be in between. Nobody else. So many people that when they do this journey or when they hear you're doing it, they make it so personal. Oh, you're abstinent? Why are you abstinent? Am I not good enough for you? It's like, it's not about anybody else. It's just a personal preference. People make it so personal when you say no to sex. Because sex has become so impersonal and everybody wants to do it. When you say no, people make it personal, like it's about them. And it's not. It's not. It's a spiritual journey. Some women do it just because they want to, and it's not always spiritual, and that's okay. Some women do it for physical reasons, but the majority of women who do it, it is spiritual. Remind myself. I totally relate to that. especially you feel like, it's a situation to where it might work out, and you get up to that point, and then all of a sudden, situation totally changes, and it's no contact. But I assure you, it has nothing to do with you. If a man can't be man enough to at least see how you're doing afterwards, and he doesn't even take the time to message you, he ain't for you. He is not for you. He don't care nothing about you. And it has nothing to do with you. It is nothing to do with you. It does hurt, though. It does hurt. It's never easy when someone goes no contact. Because, you develop feelings, and, you spend time and you build a connection. And then when they just decide to not entertain you after all of that, it does hurt. It hurts. There's no denying that. I wish I could tell you how many times I was like, I would literally, it was a cycle for me at some points where, I would have sex with the guy, and then I would just pray. I would literally pray in the midst of my mess for God to show me the sign that this might be the one. And then it ended up being the complete opposite. I believe Jesus will use anything for his good glory. So if it was a bad situation, he can turn it around, and he can make it for him and make it good for you. He can turn that right around. I believe that. I was saying earlier, I got to a place, and I think women just in general, because I don't feel like men, nothing against the fact, I'm not saying men don't experience it also, but I feel like women especially, we get to a place where we just feel empty. We just feel like we're just drained. We just feel like we are so empty. We give so much of ourselves as women, and we often get so little in return emotionally. And I got to a place where I had to just get on my knees and just pray to Jesus and just ask for whatever grace, whatever love was possible. I was going to accept it, because something had to change. So, I hope that your situation could be turned around for your good, and that you came out the other side. That's all that matters. Absolutely. I feel like women have a sense of emotional intelligence. I feel like there's just a level to a woman, and this is being real. Men don't have this level of emotional intelligence. They just don't. It takes them a long time to get there. But I think women, we have such an ability to do better for ourselves. After situations like this happen to us, we're able to come back to the other side, and we're able just to blow up. We are able to do so much better. We're able to grow. We're able to take our problems, and we're able to take our pain, and we're able to mush it and mash it and make it into something great. We have that capability. I'm not sure what your perspective is on that, but I just feel like as women, we have the capability. And truthfully, I feel like God gave us that capability, because I feel like, and this is just me now I'm getting deep. This is where I'm just going to kind of dive into the subject, but I feel like when God made women, I feel like he gave us a higher emotional capacity to handle these kind of problems. And it's puzzling to me, and I'm sure it's puzzling to you too, that, the world often looks at women who have been through situations like ours, and they want to just bash us in the head. They make us seem like we're all these bad names. I'm not going to say it. I don't curse. But the world thinks that we're these things because we made mistakes. But on the other side of things, the world will commend a man for sleeping with as many women as he can get. If he slept with 100 girls, 200, 300, man, he's getting high fives, he's getting fist bumps. He is a man. But when a woman has been in a situation that didn't work out, and she has been active with more than whatever amount of people, then the world, looks at her like she's just absolutely worthless. But that is absolutely not true. Absolutely not. Here I die. Oh, I totally agree with that. And it's sad to say that there are people out there, they take advantage of all they can get. And there's so few women. There's so few women out there who are so loyal. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Let me stop. There are a lot of women who are loyal. But it is on the other side of things, it is the women who aren't loyal that make the women who are, in that sense, look really bad, if that makes sense. I wasn't trying to bash other women, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You know, unfortunately, we live in a backwards world, so people take advantage of people who actually want to do well and actually have good intentions. People are naturally selfish, so they're going to do whatever they feel is best for them, and they're not going to care about feelings. So I feel like maybe I should make a video on that too. You know, how kindness is our greatest strength and not a weakness. It takes strength to be kind. It takes strength to be somebody who chooses to be good and chooses to be loving. When very little people in general will return that same loyalty and love to you. Like there really is. Yes, I think I should. And you know, it takes strength to be good. It takes strength. It takes strength to be good. Absolutely. No. It is not you. I promise you, it is not you. You know, no. But that's what people do. Is people take advantage, and then they make you feel like it's your fault. They make you feel like it's your fault when they are the one that took advantage of you. Back a couple years ago, I was dealing with, goodness gracious, this is a whole series on itself. I will not say names, but whew. So I was dealing with somebody too that, you know, I was messing around with, and, you know, I was having sex with regularly. And I did not realize I was being played. I thought there was something wrong with me because I was making all these accommodations for somebody that didn't care. And this went on for over a year. This was like a year journey. This was not a short journey. And I really just played myself. That's really what it was. I got played and I played myself. And I thought I was cursed, and I thought there's something wrong with me. But, you know, I hate to say this, but sometimes the devil will send people in your life to try to switch the narrative, and it's a false narrative. So I promise you that in whatever situation, it was not because of you. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just doing what you thought was right. Sorry, I can just keep talking. I have to like make myself stop talking. So you're 25? Well, you know what? We live and we learn. That's all we can do. We live and we learn. We're not perfect. We're not perfect human beings. We are just human beings doing what we think is best, you know. But for women like you and me who are Christian women, we have God on our side. We have Jesus by our side. No weapon formed against us will ever prosper. So anything that is used against us can be used for God's glory. And you're young. I mean, I'm young too. I'm 27. You're close to my age, but you're young. We're young. You know, the world is not ended yet. We still have time to find love and to grow. We still have time to find who we are. And, you know, we have so much time on our hands. So I'm trying to fix my camera. I feel like my camera's like low, too close to me, farther away. I feel like I should be farther away, but I feel so like I'm like reaching. I'll just leave it right here. I got a new webcam, so I'm kind of testing this out too tonight. Let me fix it real quick. Hello. shocked I was able to even do a live, D. So this is like totally new material for me. I am shocked I can even do a live tonight. No idea who that is, what that is. Man, this night went by fast. Can I ask you, because I just thought of this too. You know, you mentioned that you work at a vaccination clinic. Are you finding that there are a lot of people who might be scared of the vaccine, by the way? I know I was freaked out, like when I went in today to get it, and I was kind of freaked out to get it because I didn't know how I was going to kind of react to it. But when I went in, you know, I go into the VA, and the VA is accepting basically everyone to get shots. So I went in today, and they got me in pretty fast. Like I went in, they gave me my vaccination card, and then within maybe 10 minutes, I was sitting down, and right as the guy was going to give me the shot, I didn't even realize he was giving me the shot. Like it happened so fast. Like I was talking to him, and then it was over. I didn't even realize he put the needle in my arm because it went by like that. So I made the mistake today of I went on social media and I was seeing all these different comments about people saying it's a conspiracy theory and that it's going to ruin every one of our organs getting this vaccine. And, you know, it just kind of ruined my spirit a little bit. So, you know, I was kind of in a funky mood about receiving the vaccine. But truth be told, and I said this in my last video, you know, I feel like if people, this is the way I look at it, and this is a very unorthodox perspective, but this is the way I look at it. You know, there is a greater consequence to not receiving it, to yourself and to those around you, than any potential side effects. So it's mostly your elderly patients. There was a middle-aged woman who told me how afraid she was. I asked her if she prayed and told her to do this as well as what the doctors always recommend. I could see from that perspective. You know, it's a very intense vaccine, so I could definitely understand from an elderly. You know, if I was elderly, I would be kind of scared too. There's a middle-aged woman who told me. Yes, I had to pray too, girl. I had to pray too. It's kind of scary. I think the scariest part, I can't speak for everyone and what they're scared of, but like I know I was really scared to, I was just scared I was going to have a really bad reaction. That was like my biggest fear. And I ended up having a pretty good, I mean, despite me being tired, it actually went by pretty well. Nothing really majorly wrong. But you know how the media is. You know, the news, they're going to post the absolute worst of the worst effects. You know, one person gets sick, and they're going to try to advertise it like nobody should get the vaccine because 1 out of 1 million people got sick. You know, they're going to make it seem like it's the absolute worst thing in the world. So that was also what I was kind of scared of too, was like, am I going to go into shock? Am I going to like have an attack? But I mean, I guess if you look at it from this perspective too, like I've had, and I'm sure you've probably had too, because you maybe are in the medical field, I'm assuming so. You've had the flu shot. Well, I get sick from the flu shot almost every time I get it. So the fact that I feel a little fatigue is actually a relief. It's actually a relief. I'd rather feel relief now or feel the side effects now and the fatigue now rather than down the line, you know, get the flu shot again and then I get sick every year. Like, that's just how I look at it. A lot of people don't see that. I find that the middle-aged employees, the National Guard saying it's, yeah, I've heard that too. Everybody's saying it's a conspiracy theory and that it's a hoax with a tracking device in it. I've heard that too. But you know what else has a tracking device in it? This. When you go missing, police use this to find you. There's a tracking device in it. So what, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these crazy conspiracy theories are just insane. And that's actually going to hurt people in the end, because if these age groups and these, you know, you're saying it's middle-aged employees, mainly National Guards, I mean, that deters people from getting the vaccines that may need it, you know, that may actually need it in the future. And to be totally honest, and I'm sure you could probably relate, it's going to eventually in our society, and I think worldwide, it might, I'm not going to say any promises, but I think for everyone, it might get to a point where we will need proof of vaccinations for a lot of different things. So it's going to get to a point where we're going to need that card. Either you have it in person or digitally. You're going to need proof of getting your vaccination. So I don't think many people are seeing that far ahead. I think people are just seeing what's going on right at this particular second. So people only see the side effects. But the thing about the flu shot, right? The flu shot was made from the Spanish flu. It was made from the Spanish flu that happened in, what, the 1918? So, you know, we get the flu shot and nobody complains about that. And most people get sick from the flu shot every year. So the fact that people are so upset about getting this vaccine, and if you're upset because you feel like you actually get sick, I understand. Some people have some major physical condition and they will react poorly to it. And I understand that too. But always use college campuses as an example. Exactly. Like you said, you're going to go to college, or you might go travel somewhere, and they're going to require you to show that vaccination card. Either it's in person or it's on the phone. They're going to ask you for proof, or they won't even admit you. If I try to book a trip to Europe, they are going to require proof that I got it. So yes, it will become mandatory. And if they're high risk, oh, absolutely. No, if there's somebody in a high risk category that has a physical condition, like, you know, that's different, because you actually might react poorly to it, and that is dangerous. But I think this applies more to those who, and this is not to put anybody down, I'm not bashing anybody in particular, but, you know, if you know that you're healthy and you know that you're not high risk, but you spread the lies of it being a conspiracy theory, you are preventing someone who actually might need it getting it. You know, it's word of mouth mainly. And the media does not help at all. The media does not help at all. The media does. I remember when the vaccine first came out, there was a woman, a nurse, who got anaphylactic shock. She got anaphylactic shock. She had to go to the hospital. She couldn't breathe. And I think it was on either ABC or like MSNBC. And you were like, man, all right, everybody be cautious of this vaccine. There's a chance of anaphylactic shock. And I'm like, 1 out of a million people get this reaction and people are that scared? No, I mean, and you can't always tell, like, you can't always tell if someone's going to react badly. I'll say that too for anybody who gets the shot. Like, I didn't know if I was going to react badly or not. You just don't know. You don't know. But, and bringing fear. Yes, you're bringing a lot of fear to people who might need it. So, I was actually watching a video today, and, you know, not that I want to, like, I don't want to bring politics into this. I don't. But this is something that I heard today. I was watching a video about vaccination rates for African Americans, or Black people, and people of color are really low. And the reason is fear. And the person in the video brought up a good point that, you know, Black people have been experimented on for years, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And then, you know, of course, people are going to be kind of scared. So there is already a lot of fear out there, but especially for people of color like us. My coworker said her arm went numb after getting the vaccine. At the same time, she's older, drinks, and smokes. Exactly. My arm hurts really bad. Like, it hurts to even lift it, but it's right. So, in a situation like hers, yeah, of course you're going to put yourself at high risk. I mean, let's just be real. Doing these things, drinking isn't bad in moderation, but if you do it regularly and you smoke, your immune system's already going to be impaired anyway. So yes, there even might be a high risk for someone who drinks and smokes. So my arm kind of hurt too, though. It didn't really hurt till I woke up from my nap, and I was like, whoa, my arm is sore. But, I just, I try not to get in the media, and I don't want to spread fear. I don't want to spread false information. So, my goal with what I want to do with is, I want to be spreading positive, true, non-judgmental, and non-political information. Yes, in Jesus' name. Yes, I will. You know what? I had a discussion with my mom. Her and I were talking about, and it was a brief conversation between us, but what we talked about was, even if there is a agenda behind this vaccine, like let's just say, and I'm not saying there is, but let's just say that there is an agenda and that there is an ultimate goal for this vaccine and what it will do to people, right? Let's say that this vaccine was made with the intention of, control or whatever. Those consequences are not for us to handle. That is for God to handle. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'll be willing to face the consequences of being sick for a few days. And you know what? If it leads to something in the long term for people and we have adverse effects, that's not my problem. I can't stop that from happening. You know what I'm saying? I can't. What am I going to do? Am I not going to get the vaccine and prevent opportunities for me to travel and go to school and work? Or am I going to get the vaccine and possibly pay long-term consequences that I can't even handle? You know what I'm saying? Like, we had that discussion. We all ended up just getting our vaccines. So my parents have their full 2 doses, and I have 1 more. So I have 1 more dose in 3 weeks from today. So I'd rather just do it, and if anything crazy happens or if there's any negative effects, then what am I going to do? I can't, they have a lot since this pandemic, and I'm like dying to get back because the gyms are opening back up here. And I'm like, I should probably wait until I get my 2nd dose. Oh no! Can you see me now? Am I back on? I'm frozen. Can you see me? If you can see me. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. Perfect. All right. We're back. I don't know. You know what? I have my computer plugged in, like for the power source, and I tried to unplug it, and it maybe disconnected my stream. I don't know. But, oh man. Woo! So I have a question for you. What is your next video going to be about, Dee? I want to know. Can I get like a sneak preview of your next video? What you going to do? Oh, on another note, Dee, by the way, and I promise you, and for anybody who's watching too, I'm gonna dress up next time. I'm gonna put clothes on next time. I look ratchet. Oh, I look ratchet right now. I look crazy. So when I do make your video for your church, I will look very nice. I will look. I will look very, very, very nice. So there's a tutorial. Yes, please. I cannot. I love those little videos. Okay, so now I have to ask because I'm curious because you mentioned the best of March. So, all right. What is your favorite video of Tony Gaskins to make? Because mine is when you make them purse videos and purse headphones. As soon as he gets them purse headphones, he is gone. That's it. He is leaving the building. He ain't coming back. Yeah. You know what? For you, for your videos, I will dress up decent. I will look comfortable but nice, and I will do it for you, D. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. Is it frozen again? I don't know. My camera's kind of acting up now. Let's see. I cannot tell you, D, how excited I am to actually live stream. Because I tried to do it through like YouTube, but I know you have to have, I think, 1,000+ subscribers. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a webcam and I'm gonna do it myself. The monthly accent. Oh, oh! I bet those accents just have you rolling. Oh, the accents are always the best. I love when you do the Tony. You said, and when you start doing that accent, I just can't. I can't contain myself. Yes, it's always the lip smacking, the Tony, and then you start talking. And what's funny is there are women in those comments who sometimes do that. He jokes about it, but it's real. Hey, I'm not saying it's anybody from the Blessed Tribe. It might be, but sometimes you will comment. Like I went to the comments today. I probably shouldn't have done that. Because that's exactly what happened. You got one person that goes on there and they're like, Tony, but you said in 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and they start complaining. Like, really? You came on this video to watch it and get information, and you want to complain in the first 2 minutes. Like, come on, man. Yes. Oh, I don't know if you've ever made a video on this before, but it was one I think you made like a while ago, and it was the was it the grown? No, it wasn't grown girl. It was the oh, like him doing impressions of like getting on your bike, right? That one. Oh, it's too funny too, because he says it differently. Like he'll be like, "Get on your bike." He'll go like that, right? And then he'll make little impressions of you know, he'll switch it up sometimes. My cousins are like, "Gotta be." Oh no, nothing against Cardi. Look, she's lit. You know, her music is fun, but role model though, gotta pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Hey, on the contrary, look, I used to like Cardi B too. I think she's fun. She's got a great personality, but woo, oof, no way, no way. Oh no. Oh, I just no. One of my one of my other favorites is when he imitates the grown boys. So yeah, my name is John, and I'm just here to waste your time. But I'm really just gonna sit here and stare at you until you fall in love with me. Like when he does that, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. Shut down. I can't contain it after that. He does the grown boys so perfectly, and it's natural. That's the thing. He's not faking nothing. He is completely in his element when he does it. So it's like serious. I might just go watch one of your videos tonight. But I think the ultimate best video is your purse headphones. Those have me rolling. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she's not bad, you know? The inspiration for the girl. I think that's the inspiration for so many ex-boyfriends. Boy, I don't think there's any amount of impression or inspiration in one video that I can make for mine. Boy, that would take me a year to make an impression about that. Oh, I don't know if you've ever made this video before. Maybe you can tell me. But when he does the grown boy with the phone impression, so like he'll imitate a woman calling her boyfriend or husband or whoever the man is, and he'll imitate the man on the other line. He'll be like, "Yeah, I miss you too." Yeah, I know, it's been forever. Yeah, I know. And he'll do that. Those have me laughing too. Woo! I'm telling you, he is so underrated, man. He should have 3 million subscribers for the content that he makes. The phone calls, yes, those are the best. I think you actually did put this in a video once, but he made a video about like he was on FaceTime and with his girlfriend, and he was spinning in that chair, just spinning. Like, guilty. I've done that. I hate to admit it, but I've done that too. I think every woman at least once has done that. Oh, man. Or even better, this is an idea. If this is something you want to do. Whenever he does the spit, the gets all this spit impression, and he spits it. Yeah, that's kind of funny too. As sad as that is in the video, you know, comedy wise, it is pretty funny. I don't know. He's been a little low on his comedy, but it's all right. Tony's still good anyway. Into marriage. People don't want to hear about abstinence and waiting until marriage. Yeah, people don't. People don't want to hear about it because it's so uncommon. People in general, we want to do what's easy, and having sex is easy. Waiting for the right person to come along and do it in the context of marriage, which is the way that God intended it to be, is not easy. It's hard, but there's nowhere in Scripture where it says that it's going to be easy. So, but it's worth the wait. It's a good idea. Yes, I will sponsor that. If you make a video with the spit impressions, girl, I will spend some money on that. I do admire Tony Gaskins though. I gotta give it to the man because I've never met a man. I mean, my father is an exception to the rule, the one exception. But I've never met a man that is willing to just talk about what he talks about, like ever. I've never heard a man ever talk about what he talks about in such detail. And he does it so openly. Like most men that would probably talk about that kind of material, they'd probably be really scared, or they'd just be all defensive about talking about stuff like that. But from the man's perspective, talking about what he talks about takes a lot of courage. And, you know, you have to lay down your ego like 3,000% to really talk about something like that. So I give all my respect to Tony Gaskins. Girl, all these random spams coming in. I downloaded this clothing store app on my phone, and I'm getting all these spam notifications. Let's see. But, yeah. I just wonder, seeing Tony, I wonder how many men there are on YouTube that are willing to go the distance that he goes on his channel. Like, how many men are really out there talking about what he's talking about? Because I've met maybe one other, Pastor R.C. Blake's is another one. And, Pastor R.C. Blake's is probably the only other one that I have seen. Maybe you know some others that I don't know. But they're the only two that I've met that really go the distance. And they really talk about how to date properly and wait until marriage. I had a conversation a while ago, and we were talking about, there's an old cliche that says, good girls finish last. And Tony even talked about it briefly once. I think he said it once in like one of his older videos, but, he was talking about, like I said, good girls finish last, but we're not going to lose. That's the thing. We're not losing. We're not losing. A single woman who's happy in what she's doing, and she's living her life, and she's abstinent, and she's doing it the way that God intended it to be, that's not a woman who's losing. The issue lately is most guys are fake. Yeah. I've met a few YouTubers, not met in person, but I've watched a few YouTubers who are just by watching them on YouTube, very pretentious. They're very pretentious, and they're more focused on how good they look than the message. So that's what I noticed too. Like, you got polo clothes, and you got fancy, like really expensive, Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana clothing, and your hair looks nice, but I'm not really feeling the message. That's kind of the impression that I get. Last summer, Pastor R.C. Blake's is really good. I haven't watched him for a bit, but no, he's really good, and I really appreciate that he makes so not only so many videos, but he makes his videos are thankfully like very heavy on the Bible, which is what we need. We need that. We need a biblical basis for what we're doing. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at something really quick. I know I kind of paused, but okay, I'm back. All right. Excuse the mess, by the way. I got this bag on my counter. That's where I get my food delivered in. Little green bag. It's all messy over here. The biblical perspective is great. Yes, it is. It is, and it's relevant. It's relevant. It's exciting. I love reading stories. I love remembering the stories in the Bible of those who were single, like Ruth, Naomi, Isaac. Jesus was single. Our Savior is single. He was single. So, we have so many great examples in the Bible of those who were single and very successful. Apostle Paul was another one. He wrote up to 13 books of the New Testament. He was a single man. Now, we don't know if he was single prior to him being saved. The Bible doesn't really go into detail, but we do know in his writings forward he was. So there are so many great examples in the Bible of people who were single, and not only were they single, but they were used in a degree that was rare. You look at Joseph, right? I like reading about Joseph and Samson. Samson is personally, one of my favorite stories, and maybe the story of Samson, but, despite Samson's mistakes and him going to jail for his sin, he was alone. But in that time he was alone, he ended up gaining his strength back, physically, mentally, spiritually. His strength came back. And on top of him gaining his strength back, he was able to be used for his purpose still, all by himself. He had no family, no friends that we know of. They were all out of the picture by the time his purpose came to light. So it's never too late. Joseph, yes, he did. He embraced his season. And, you know, from another pastor that I heard on social media, he not only embraced the season of singleness by himself, but he also was supervisor of the inmates in the prison that he was in. So he became like a supervisor for 2 years. So because he was so good at what he did at interpreting dreams, the Pharaoh acknowledged that and wanted him in position. So, you know, he embraced every second that he could. Peter was married. Peter was married to, we don't know his wife's name, but I do know that when he did encounter Jesus, he was married. But Paul was most definitely single. As for the other disciples, I don't believe the other disciples were. My camera, I feel like I'm frozen. That is so weird. Okay, so it shows that it's you and me still on here, but then it shows when I click participants that it's me and you. Like, it doesn't say it's both of us on here. Oh, I don't know if you like books or if you like to read, but I do have some book recommendations for you in terms of being single. If you like me to, I could actually send it to you for free over Audible. So just let me know if you are interested in books, or if you like audiobooks or physical books, and if you want recommendations, I'm more than happy to give you some. I recently read Kingdom Single, and I recently started Kingdom Woman. So I read one, and I'm in the middle of another, and they have changed my life. Okay, so you know what? I'll just send it to you for free over Audible then. So just expect an email from me. I will send you the audiobook to your email. And I can send you a few more too, if you want. I can just send you a few. I like Audible because sometimes, like, if I'm driving or I'm busy, I just pop in a ebook and I just let it play. I let my friend borrow the Kingdom Single book. So yeah, I'm missing that on soft cover, but I have it on audiobook. Kingdom Single, it changed the game for me. And I don't know why this book is not more widely advertised. I do not understand. This book needs to be in every women's ministry, every life group for single women. This needs to be in every life group at church. Seriously, this book is amazing because it doesn't just expand upon being single, it expands upon your purpose. He hugely, and he is the author, his name is Tony Evans, he hugely expands on that time frame that you're single. God can use you the most when you're single. That is when you're the most available, when you have the most time, when he can use you at your maximum potential. And he even goes and expands upon when you're married, there is a loss. When you get married to someone, he can't use you to your fullest potential like you would if you were single, right? So he even goes upon that. It just changed my whole perspective. Fasting. They have books. Oh, okay. I don't know why I read it this way. It looked like you had said you read Tony and Sherry's book on fasting. That's what I thought you meant. Sorry, my brain's a little still out of it. Okay, so you have ebooks about fasting. I would love that, please. I would love an ebook on fasting because I do fast, but I don't know what the exact procedure. You know, I've done it before, and I've done a 24-hour fast. I've done a meal fast. but I want to know how to do it better. So please send me whatever you can, and I'll send you whatever ebooks you want to read to happily. Oh, no. Don't be sorry. That's my bad. Sorry, apparently I can't read. I can't read tonight. I can't read anything today. I'm telling you, that vaccine mentally made me just so out of it today. For health, I hope that's okay. Oh, yes, please. No, please. I'll take any suggestions. Fasting, I did a 24-hour water fast twice. Man, I remember I had so much energy. I was like, I woke up, I was sleeping better, my digestion was better. I just mentally felt better. I think your body just needs that break from digestion. Digesting so much food all the time, your body is able to kind of, bounce back. And it's spiritual. It's spiritual. If you look at Daniel in the Bible, when he was fasting, he fasted for 21 days. And there was a connection between when we fast and when we pray and what we pray for. Because, there is a spiritual involvement. You are battling in spiritual warfare when you fast. And I had to kind of learn the hard way, when we fast, we have to kind of go into it more. We have to have a purpose. We have to set a purpose on why we're doing it and what our outcome is going to be. So are you guys on like what kind of fast is it? Is it like a food? Is it, I've heard sometimes churches, they're doing social media fasts. I've heard of churches doing the 40-day fast together. I think maybe you should bring it up to my church. I think that would actually be a really good idea. It takes a while to get used to. It does. It's not easy. Especially if you're doing, like, if you go straight into a intense fast, it's difficult. It's not easy. Let's see. It's April 1st, right? Yep. Oh, speaking of this week, is your church, are you guys doing anything for Good Friday and for Easter Sunday? Our church is having a Good Friday service tomorrow at 7, so I got to leave here early. I know parking's probably going to be crazy, so I got to go to that. I'm excited. And then Easter Sunday. On what the person prefers, but it's for food until the 7th. So how are you physically handling that? I mean, that's a long time. That's what, six more days. That's got to be tough. I've done just one 24-hour, but I haven't done a full. Like, I haven't gone as far as like a month or 3 weeks. I haven't done that yet. Next year, I definitely want to maybe do the Daniel fast with my family, because that's what we do every year. And they asked me to do it with them last year, but I didn't. So I didn't do it when they did it, so I want to do it next year. Mine as well, but I can't attend Friday night. So is your church open where you guys go to? Are you guys doing, because it looks like, because you said you want to go, so I'm assuming your church is open? My church is open too. We opened up, we've been open for a while. But more people are showing up now, I think, because more people are getting their vaccinations. So we're noticing every week more people are starting to attend more often. Okay. Yes, so I'm excited for Easter. This is going to be a big, big Easter. Yes, we're a small church, so everyone's already social distancing. It's good. Oh, at least you're small, so you guys can. So everybody can be kind of safe, and I think that's good. I think most places, as long as we can social distance and be safe, I think it's safe to open. Our church is medium sized. Like, well, we have a pretty big church, but again, when we first opened up, we didn't have a lot of people inside. We had more people that were outside, and then recently, I would say within the last month, we started having more people show up because of the vaccinations. So, which is good. I'm so happy church is open again. It's like my one place I can like let loose and praise and worship, and I feel like I'm taking off my suit when I go to church. I'm like free. I can just be myself. I can worship and praise and just connect, just recalibrate. Recalibrate. Let's see, it's 7:51 over here. Oh, so it's almost 11 p.m. where you're at. I feel bad for keeping you up here late. Well, thanks for staying with me, Dee. I really appreciate it. It means a lot that you were willing to come on here. I really do appreciate that a lot. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm just going to turn my phone down. What is this? All right. Anyway. But church is really hospital. It is. I feel like I know every time I go to church, I am like, I feel like I can just relieve myself. Like, oh, it's just a place to just recharge and just connect. I try to connect with God every day, but I feel like on Sundays, there's something more intense about fellowship. There's something more intense about fellowship that just makes the experience much more, just kind of sticks to you even more. Well, no, Dee, thank you for the great discussion. You have been just a blessing on this webcam, on this live stream. I appreciate you staying with me, and I think I'm trying, and your support is really helpful. Just you reaching out and you even being willing to stick with me means a whole lot. Iron sharpens. Yes, it does. Iron sharpens iron. So we got to stick together. If you need anything from me, I think my email, I will pin it because I have a lot of comments up there, but I'll just pin my email. So it should be pinned. If you ever need anything from me, I am more than happy to help. I'm more than happy to help. So just feel free to send me an email, or and I'll send you an email as well, because I know you put it in the chat. So I'll send you a message too. I know with my 21 followers, I can't do a lot, but I will do what I can do, and I will make that video for your church. But again, just whatever day you want it, just give me a heads up, and then I'll make it a day prior. I'm all about women coming together. I believe there's power. There's power in women coming together. There's power in women, coming together and shaping each other and supporting each other and loving each other. That's what we need. We need more women in this world to love each other. We need women to support each other, because we are all we've got. If the majority of men aren't going to be as supportive of us, we got to be supportive of each other. You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Dee. I'm here for you. You know, we're sisters in Christ, so we gotta help each other out. We gotta help each other out, and we have to stick together. So, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna send you an email first because I think I already have it. My email is on my computer, so I'll just send it after we're done. But I'll send you an email and just let me know like whatever date you need it, and then I'll try to get it ready by the day before. And since I won't make it a Zoom course, so I'll make it just a YouTube video. I'll just make it simple. And I'll make it to only where you and your ministry can see it. I might make it public, but just for you, I'll make it private. What is this? Is this more spam? What is this? Oh my goodness. This is bugging me. I just want to throw this phone away sometimes. Telling you. All right, hey, this is just a warning. Hey, if you make that video about the spit impressions, you let me know. Tag me in those comments so I can watch it. Send it to me so I can watch it. Oh, I cannot wait to see your next video. And you just reminded me too, I should get back on social media. I should get back like on Instagram. I should. I need to. I'm like living under a rock, literally under a rock. So you just encourage me to get back in the horse with my Instagram. So I will. I might have to make a new one. It's okay. Let me see. Oh, my email's on silent, so let me just make sure I got it before anything else. Inbox. I did not get it yet. Interesting. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll send you an email first. I'll just send you an email first. I've been having issues with my email, so I'll send one to you first. I didn't see the shout out. You said a shout out for me? Dee, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That is so nice of you, Dee. I'll actually just, I can just send you an email from my personal one. Do this now. See, Daniel. Petition. Okay. Sorry, I cannot spell. Okay, I'm going to send you an email here in like a minute. So. I like your name, by the way. Very pretty name. I had a friend named Danielle back in the day, so it's kind of similar. I'll just worry about that later. right, girl. I think I'm going to probably get off because I'm tired. I'm tired tonight. But, okay. Really quick, just before you go, do you mind just typing your email one more time for me? Because I think I entered it in wrong. I think I got it right this time. No, it's not your fault. No, it's okay. You are good. Yes, please, really quickly, if you could just send me your email. I'm going to send you a test. Perfect. All right. I just sent you an email, so you should be getting it here very shortly. But thank you for the shout out. I am so flattered. You are so kind, Dee. Thank you very much. And I'll give you a shout out too. Shout out for a shout out. That's how we work in these streets over here. I was about to try to do my island accent, but I would sound absolutely out of my mind. So no way. No, I am not. No, I am not from the island, so I cannot speak with an island accent. I'm sorry. But on that note, Dee, I'm tired. I'm going to probably get off the live stream, and I think I'm just going to relax. I'm so tired. But have a good rest of your night. I will, I guess, just wait for your email and see if you got it. So other than that, Dee, I think I'm going to probably go. You have a good rest of your night. And if you need anything from me, please send me an email and I will write you back. I promise. All right, girl. Well, I'll talk to you later. All right. Stay out of trouble, Dee, okay? Make sure you get the videos right. I'll be waiting for your new videos to come out. All right. Bye, Dee.